Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Making the headlines tonight, Governor Obiano receives IFES bronze-winning students of St. John's Special Science and Technical College, Alo. 15th Biennial Nursing Leaders Conference opens in Oka. Nigeria Center for Disease Control confirms 23 new cases of laser fever. And on the foreign scene, Israeli forces kill another Palestinian man in West Bank during overnight raid. And now the news and detail. Governor William Obiano says his administration will invest more in the education sector for more positive results. The governor stated this at the Government House, Oka, while receiving students from St. John's Special Science and Technical College, Alo, who recently won bronze medal at the International Festival of Engineering, Science and Technology Competition, IFES, in Tunisia. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
The students from Anambra State, with their inverter, clinched third, which qualified them for the bronze medal in the competition that was participated by 31 countries. Governor Obiano, represented by the Deputy, Dr. Nkemo Keke, reassured that his administration will continue to keep education in the front burner to ensure that students in the state compete favorably with their counterparts world over. Appreciating the students and their teachers for bringing such honor to the state, Governor Obiano urged teachers across the state to be more devoted to the duty of inculcating right knowledge in their students to make his vision for the sector a reality. Speaking earlier, the State Commissioner for Basic Education, Professor Kate Omenuga, observed that the commitments and efforts of the present administration for all-round qualitative and functional education in the state are not in vain, as it has continued to yield positive results, which according to her is evident in the trophies won by various schools in the state from international competitions in the recent past, and called for the tempo to be sustained. On his part, the manager, St. John's Special Science and Technical College, Alo, Reverend Father Francis Unebu, who took the students to the competition, noted that dedication and commitment to duty saw the students through in the competition, as according to him, they were fully prepared and trained before the competition, during which the students were thoroughly tested and examined by the organizers, and observed that students in the state can now compete favorably with their counterparts in developed countries of the world. In her remarks, the chairman, Post-Primary School Services Commission, Lady Ife Okaro, lauded the relentless efforts of the state governor in the education sector and prayed for more successes by the state schools in subsequent local and international competitions. The event featured official handover of the trophy and certificate to the governor by the principal of the school, Mr. Samuel Otuba. From the Government House, Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Thank you, Emmanuel, for that report. The Anambra State government, through the State Internal Revenue Service, has commenced a recovery of revenue from tax evasion of private businesses in the state to the tune of over 600 million naira. This exercise, which took place at various locations of the state, including Oka, Onitsha, Navy and Environs, was carried out by investment team of the establishment, the police and the Civil Defense Corps. Correspondent to GK Abana reports that the Internal Revenue Service was armed with court orders from the State High Court, empowering it to seal off the various locations till they comply. This report.
Some of the sealed locations include an Oka-based consortium that produces prepaid meters, owing over 500 million naira from 2011 to 2016. Others affected by the seal are hotels, microfinance banks, and Etelesen Industries in Obunike, owing over 20 million naira, having evaded tax between 2010 and 2015. Various production companies based at Obunike, Oba, Ojoto, and some others had some of their items confiscated. At Ogidi and Mbo, educational institution and pharmaceutical companies were sealed off. The enforcement team also visited and sealed off an aluminium manufacturing company in Onitsha for evading tax to the tune of over 8 million naira between 2016 and 2017. Speaking shortly after the exercise, the chairman of the State Internal Revenue Service, Dr. David Nzeku, explained that the exercise is in line with state government's renewed drive to generate revenue as mandated by Governor Willie Obiano, noting that the Revenue Service always follow due legal process in helping the citizenry pay their tax. Dr. Nzeku, while stressing that it is expected of new companies to register within 6 months of operation and render their tax returns, pointed out that the tax laws are clearly spelled out, expressing optimism that more people will learn to pay their tax on their own. He, however, warned that any attempt to break the seal will be constitutionally dealt with, as government will not hesitate to seal off defaulting establishments, be it hotels, schools, among others.
I expect that other businesses in the state will appreciate the work that the state government is doing, because it's only through the payment of people's taxes that we're able to execute all the jobs that the government is doing, provide social facilities, pay salaries, do road construction, do street lights, and the rest of the things that is being done in the state.
Recall that Governor Obiano, during an IGR retreat 2 months ago, gave the Revenue Service desirable monthly target of 5 billion naira. From Bo, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The 15th Biannual Nursing Leaders Conference officially opened today in Awka, Anambra State. The Secretary General and Registrar of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, Alhaji Farukuma Abubakar, disclosed this during a press conference in Awka. Chibuzo Okoye has details.
According to Alhaji Abubakar, the aim of the conference is to bring nursing leaders in Nigeria together to discuss current issues and developments that have implications for nursing education and practice, as well as the health needs of the people of Nigeria, and articulate ways forward in confronting the challenges facing the profession in Nigeria. Alhaji Abubakar noted that the conference will enable participants to receive reports on the activities of the council as the regulator of nursing and midwifery education and practice, and update nursing leaders with knowledge, skills, research activities, best practices, and innovation relevant to nursing and midwifery practices both in Nigeria and globally. While congratulating the Anambra State government for hosting this year's event, the Nursing and Midwifery Registrar said that the event will equally afford them the opportunity to articulate strategies for the achievement of universal health coverage and sustainable development goals.
The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria is the first status established by Act 143 of 2004 of Federation, and this council is established determining what standard of knowledge and skills are to be attained by a person seeking to become a member of nursing profession.
The conference, which will last for 1 week, has its theme as Repositioning Nursing and Midwifery Workforce for the Universal Health Coverage and Sustainable Development Goals in Nigeria. In Awka, it's been Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, has set up a casket committee led by Professor Stella Okundu to oversee the Anambra State chapter of the Institute. The announcement was made by the National President and Chairman of Council, Malam Mukhtar Siraja, during their annual general meeting in Awka. Uche filed the report.
The caretaker committee was set up after the body shifted indefinitely the state chapter elections, which was supposed to hold last Thursday, 28th of March 2019. The committee is therefore expected to oversee the chapter and within 6 months hold the chapter elections. Malam Mukhtar pointed out that it was in the best interest of the chapter, adding that the caretaker committee has the task of uniting all aggrieved members of the body and organizing an all-inclusive elections.
The atmosphere as it exists now is not conducive for election. We have consulted other members of council online, and we have come to the resolution that after the dissolution of this expo, we are going to establish a caretaker committee to run for 6 months.
Also speaking to journalists, the immediate past Anambra State Chapter Chairperson, Lady Chinwe Nedum, said she has faith in the newly appointed committee and the national leadership of the institute. She used the opportunity to thank the Anambra State government for its support to the chapter. The new caretaker committee chairman, Professor Stella Okonna, asked for the support of the members of the chapter, noting that the Anambra State NIPRO had indeed retrogressed over the years, but expressed hope for a brighter future.
I don't know what to say. I'm not really very happy about that. Because I know it's an assignment that I find very difficult. So I'm willing to serve.
In Oka, Ushe reporting for ABS News.
The Anambra Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Mr. Andrew Ayodele Kumapai, has called for collective efforts to reduce road crashes and promote safety on highways. Mr. Kumapai made this appeal at a one-day sensitization meeting for haulage contractors with the FRSC, the Anambra State Traffic Management Agency, ATMA, and the Nigerian Police held in Onitsha. Njideka Onyechako tells us more.
According to Mr. Kumapai, Governor Obiano is concerned about the deaths of innocent Nigerians in the increasing road crashes in recent times, which he noted demand actions to reduce the carnage. He noted that most vehicles plying the highways are not roadworthy, while some crashes were caused by overspeeding, which results in loss of control, as well as indiscriminate parking of broken down vehicles on the roadsides, which he pointed out adds to the traffic congestion, which affects the business environment in Onitsha negatively. While appealing to vehicle owners to ensure that their vehicles are in order, the sector commander called on drivers to comply with the rules guiding the road for the safety of all road users, stressing that the FRSC will strictly monitor them.
We will not fold our hands to allow innocent people to be dying daily on our roads and properties worth millions being destroyed by this carelessness of these drivers. We have discussed with them. We have passed instructions. What we want their vehicles to be in good order. They should not overspeed within the township, especially when they enter Anambra State. They should ensure that they obey traffic rules and regulations.
The Managing Director of Anambra State Traffic Management Agency, ATMA, Chief Chris Uzechina, in his remarks, said parking trailers on the road negate safety rules and reminded the people that street treading has been prohibited in the state.
They need to make sure that all the vehicles are in good state to be able to batanuzo. Only want to make sure that driver's license here they good. Then I make extensive publicity on getting street letters out of the street. Another part of the problem.
The leader of the haulage contractors, Chief Benjamin Ibadua, commended the FRSC and ATMA for holding the sensitization meeting and assured that lorry drivers value lives and desire to deliver goods to all parts of the country without any problem. He called on the state government to intensify efforts towards the congestion of Ejinkone Road in Harbour Industrial Layout or Waru local government area.
I assure you, with God and you people, we will work together. And this will work well.
Also speaking, the Onitsha Unit Commander, FRSC, Mr. Paulinus Akpotobo, called for more collaboration among the security agencies in the state and appealed to lorry drivers to heed to the various directives given to them for the safety of all. In their separate speeches, the DPO Fege Police Station, Barrister Godwin Okeke, represented by Mr. Paul Nwala, and other stakeholders, including Mr. Sunday Nwokocha and Mr. Oke Igwe, called for more of such trainings to reach out to more drivers in the state. From Onitsha, Njide Ezonyejak for ABS News.
Institute to Calm after the break, Nigeria's disease for control confirms 23 new cases of Lassa fever. Another foreign seen Israeli forces kill another Palestinian man in West Bank during overnight raid. The news returns after this time out. Please to join us again.
Here is a public service announcement. Anambra State government cancels collection of levies and fees in all markets in Anambra State. This is to inform the public that Anambra State government has cancelled the collection of all forms of levies and fees in markets and streets in Anambra State. The cancellation will be in effect until 1st June 2019. The 3-month cancellation period is to enable government and leadership of the various markets to deliberate and agree on a better and more effective model of collecting fees and levies in the markets. The public is hereby also reminded that the ban on sales of emblem is still in force. Anybody caught violating this cancellation and ban on sales of emblem will be arrested and prosecuted. This is for the attention of market unions and their leadership, traders, security agencies, and the public. Announcer, Mr. C. Don Adenoba, Honorable Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment.
Welcome back to the evening news. Nigerian Center for Diseases Control, NCDC, has confirmed 23 new cases of Lassa fever, including 4 deaths. According to the report released on its website, the new cases were reported from 9 states, namely Edo with 8 cases, Ondo with 4 cases, Ebonyi with 3 cases, Bauchi recorded 3 cases, Taraba, Enugu, Benue, and Kebbi State have 1 case each. Edo State recorded 2 deaths, while Benue and Bauchi State recorded 1 death each. Lassa fever from 1st January to 17 March 2019, a total of 1,801 suspected cases have been reported, out of which 595 were confirmed positive, 5 probable, and 1,277 negative. Since the onset of the 2019 outbreak, there have been 114 deaths in confirmed cases, with case fatality ratio in confirmed cases is stood at 23.0%. 21 states, namely Edo, Ondo, Bauchi, Nasarawa, Ebonyi, Plateau, Taraba, FCT, Adamawa, Gombe, Kaduna, Kwara, Benue, Rivers, Kogi, Enugu, Imo, Delta, Oyo, Kebbi, and Cross River State have recorded at least 1 confirmed case across 73 local government areas. Israeli soldiers have shot dead a Palestinian man and wounded at least 3 others during an overnight raid in the occupied West Bank, Palestinian health officials said. Mohammed Edwan was shot near the Kalandia refugee camp north of occupied Eastern Jerusalem, the Palestinian Health Ministry said. Edwan was reportedly in his vehicle when he was shot from close range with live ammunition, witnesses told newsmen. His body remained in the custody of the Israeli army before being handed over to medics at the scene, who then transferred Edwan to a hospital in Ramallah, where he was pronounced dead. According to the health ministry, the 3 others who were wounded in the shootings were being treated at the hospital. 25 years after winning the 1994 African Cup of Nations in Tunisia, some members of the Super Eagles squad have made their feat possible, have appealed to the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, to help them get the houses they were promised by the federal government. Speaking at the Atio NFF Awards in Lagos last night, a member of that golden generation of the country's football, Augustine Egovion, revealed that some of his colleagues are yet to get their houses. He insisted that it would be unfair to promise and fail. Earlier at the awards proper, Ahmed Musa was voted as the Player of the Year. He beat both Odion Igalo and Alex Iwobi to the award. His first goal in a 2-0 defeat of Iceland at the World Cup in Russia was also adjudged as the goal of the year. And that's just about it on the news. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by logging on to our website, www.absradiotv.com. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And now the main points again. Governor Obiano has received IFEST bronze-winning students of St. John's Special Science and Technical College Law at the Government House, Okara. 15th Biannual Nursing Leaders Conference has opened in Okara. Nigeria Center for Disease Control has confirmed 23 new cases of Lassa fever. And on the foreign scene, reported that Israeli forces have killed another Palestinian man in West Bank during overnight raid. And that's it on the news tonight. Many thanks for watching. My name is Chidinma Oranwa. Have a good night rest.